Who is Mio? That's what we'll be discussing in this video. This video is going to have chapters, and everything I'll be covering in the video has already been covered. I think. But besides that, keep in mind that this video is heavily biased. I'm injecting my personal opinion and my personal interpretation of this whole thing. So just keep that in mind moving forward. So there's one thing I want to point out, is that there is someone mentioned in the screenshots of this Sinder Situation, and their name is Mio. Now, we can go to Nanoless's Google Doc to see where this comes into play. So let's just go to Nanoless's doc. So when you scroll through Nanoless's doc and you go to the section of damage control, you can see that there's a screenshot from November 25th, 2023, 11:30 a.m. And of course, Nano censored people's names. So take a look at this message here at 11:34 a.m. where Nanoless says, "I would never blame anyone besides blank," right? Now, upon further digging, if you go to Silvervale's doc and go to the same screenshot, which is there somewhere here, right here. So this is the same screenshot as this one right here. So these are the same screenshots, except this one is uncensored. So of course, same screenshot, November 25th, 2023, 11:30 a.m. And the name here in this message that was censored in Nanoless's doc at 11:34 a.m. was Mio. Now, who is Mio? Good question. Because Nanoless literally says, "I would never blame anyone besides Mio." So let's look at the combo. Nanoless, "I try to be transparent as much as possible. I think it's more fair for both sides this way." Redacted, "You didn't tell Silver you canceled because of Sinder, did you?" Nanoless, "No, I told all of them it was health issues." Redacted, dead Sinder emote. Nanoless, "I would never blame anyone besides Mio." So who's Mio? And is Mio the reason why Nanoless canceled Silvervale's model? So I dug into this a bit, right? I went to Nanoless's X account. But when I typed in Nanoless, I got two accounts. This one right here that you see is Nanoless's X account. But then there's another Nanoless X account. And I was like, no way. But then I saw this in the bio. 18 plus content, husb at Mio404. And I was like, huh, interesting. All right, so I clicked on the link here and it brought me to Mio's X account. And you can see in the bio, professional procrastinator, wannabe streamer, there's a heart emote at Nanoless. And you can see the husb at Mio. So from there, I'm going to make the assumption, and I feel like it's pretty accurate, that they're lovers. Don't know if they're, I guess, does husb means husband? I don't know, but I'm making the assumption just from seeing that, like, oh, maybe they're lovers, right? Also, if you're interested, Mio does have a card, and this is Mio's card, professional procrastinator. Mio has a Twitter, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the Tico Teco, which I think is pretty cute. I think it's funny right there. It's cool. But yeah, so I was like, oh, interesting. So, guess they're lovers. So, going back to Silvervale's doc, saying that she wouldn't blame anyone besides Mio, is Mio the reason, like I said earlier, that Nanoless canceled on Silvervale's model? Now, I heard from people, this is just down the rumor mill, that Mio is Nanoless's boyfriend or husband / manager, and I was like, huh, really? Is that the case? So I know I covered this in a previous video, but someone anonymously sent me screenshots from Nanoless's Discord server, which is called the Nanoless Chicken Cult. That's the Discord server. And I'm not in the Discord server, so I didn't go in there. But someone sent me some screenshots. And there are two screenshots I want to show to everyone. The first one is up here, where on July 3rd, 2024 at 3:3100 hours. So if you look closely, the way they do it in Discord, like this one in this server, or whoever took the screenshot or whatever, you can see that it's the date, then the month, and then the year, and then it's a 24-hour time frame. So that's how the dating system works there. It's different from how in the US, I guess, or however you set it up, where it's usually just month, date, year, and then AM, PM. Here it's day, month, year, 2400-hour system. So here you can see Mio is in the server. And Mio is saying, I'm not saying names, but Nano already had to refuse com for a lot of big and interesting people, TVH. Too much backlog already, I'd assume. Mio, I mean, she don't have backlog, but a fake, she schedule for each month and then charge when she starts so she won't have the mind pressure. So there's that one. And it's interesting because Mio knows that Nano canceled for a lot of people. So there is another screenshot I want to bring up. And it's right here. Let's open up Paint. Paste you. Okay, so the conversation continues at 3:33 hours. Mio saying, so technically, no backlog would fully booked. Makes sense. Charging in advance for all clients at once is how you make your brain explode and gives them a right to complain if too slow if they don't have any money in. So it's interesting. So Mio knows that she's fully booked and she had to cancel people. I don't know, maybe this is a nothing burger, but I just thought it was really interesting to share. Just thought I'd share that. It was interesting. I was like, huh, that's interesting. So, I was thinking to myself, oh, and by the way, that was a month before Nanoless canceled on Bao, which is shown here. In Bao's X post here, where she replies to Sinder's apology saying, how did you not know? And she reuses two screenshots from Nanoless's Google Doc and provides a screenshot of her own, which is right here. And apparently, the girly pop chat or whatever. And you can see Bao on August 6, 2024, 6:40 p.m. Smoge, Nano had to drop me as a client because her work schedule is too hectic. Which is interesting because we just saw the screenshots a month prior with Miu saying that she's fully booked. So I thought that was interesting. So there is that. So going back to this, if the claim that Mio is Nano's manager is true, then if we go back up here, to this screenshot here on November 17, 2023, 10:31 p.m. And then Nanoless says, Silver, I have to cancel the model comm. I'm sorry, my manager told me I have to cancel the most comms possible for healthy reasons. I've been working too hard and it's getting into me. I really apologize for this inconvenience. Silvervale, sad Silvervale, emote. I was looking forward to it so much. I love your art so much and I've been so excited for a new model from you. I understand though, you have to prioritize your health and take care of yourself. I hope your health improves and you feel better. Make sure to get lots of rest and relaxation. Silvervale's right. Nano needs to take care of herself if she's overworking herself, right? So that's totally fair. That's understandable. But the thing is that Nanoless says, I have to cancel the model comm. I'm sorry, my manager told me I have to cancel for possible, healthy reasons, right? Now, if we go back to the screenshot here about how, right here, back to November 25th, 2023 at 11:30 a.m., about how, Redacted said, you didn't tell Silver you canceled because of Sinder, did you? And then Nano says, I would never blame anyone besides Mio. So I'm going to make an assumption here, right? It's a very weakly supported assumption here. But what if, tinfoil hat on, Mio is Nanoless's manager? I haven't seen anywhere, on the internet, other than Hearsay, that Mio is Nano's manager. But it kind of makes sense to me that, Mio's her manager if she says that she would never blame anyone besides Mio for the silver cancellation model. And Nano says, the manager told me. And she said she would blame Mio, which begs the question. This is a genuine question. I don't know the answer to because I don't see concrete information out there. Is Mio Nanoless's manager? Because from the X account bios, we can see that, husb, Mio404, heart emote Nanoless. So I'm assuming from that alone that Mio and Nano are lovers. But if we go here, is Mio the reason why Nanoless canceled Silvervale's model? Is Mio not only the manager of Nano, but also the lover, or vice versa, whatever? And also, if you want proof whether or not, hey, she canceled for health reasons, like Nanoless claims here at 10:31 p.m. on November 17, 2023, I was given a screenshot regarding that, actually. Gotta pull that up, and I will show you. it is interesting because it's very interesting actually, because on November 17th she cancels the model. And then in the private, well, not private, this is not private, this is in the general chat in the Discord server, as I am told, Nanoless, literally a day later, literally says, from the cancellation Silvervale model, literally says, had to take some action about my comm wait list, but I'm healthier and less stressed. And this was on November 18th, 2023, 3:54 p.m. Amy saying, nice, Nano streams return soon, TM. So there is that. So from there, I'm assuming, just from what I've seen so far, that yes, Nanoless had to cancel for health reasons, which is totally fair and understandable. But the thing here is Mio. Where does Mio play? Because Mio is just mentioned like once in this whole thing. But according to Hearsay, Mio is Nanoless's manager. And some people even said like boyfriend and husband, which I can believe because, again, I'll sorry for the third time already, you can see in Nanoless's second account, I'm assuming, that, oh, there's Mio, and if you click on that, you go to Mio, and there's a heart, so I'm assuming they're lovers. Now, wait, Godfred, how can you tell if these two Nanoless accounts are connected? Okay, so the best way to do it is to see if the Twitch that is linked to these X accounts goes to the same Twitch. So I went to Nanoless, this Nanoless account, went to the card, started the link tree right here, right? And then you can see commission info, Twitch, so I click on the Twitch. And it opens the Twitch stream, which I think is really cool. Like, it's cool. You can see Nanoless is offline, you can kind of see it, and then watch on Twitch, we can click that. Okay, so it brings me, this is Nanoless's Twitch, by the way. Okay, so this brings me to Nanoless's Twitch. This one is definitely Nanoless's X account. Now I go to this one, and I click on this link here, twitch.tv/Nanoless. Guess what? It brings me to the same Twitch account, which means that Nanoless has two X accounts, and it's confirmed they're the same person. So, just to show confirmation on that. So, I know I threw a lot of information at you and all that nonsense, but the main thing of this video was to open discussion about whether or not Mio is Nanoless's manager, and if Mio was the reason why Nanoless canceled Silvervale's model back in 2023, which is a whole thing. So, yeah, and remember here, she would never blame anyone besides Mio, which I'm assuming is her lover. So I thought I'd bring that to the forefront, attention to that, because I don't think anyone really talked about it too much about Mio. Some people here or there said that, but I just saw that and I was like, that's interesting, who's Mio? And based on everything, it seems that there is a possibility that Mio is Nanoless's manager. Who knows? So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, is just open discussion about that. So what does this mean? It means that, first, Nanoless has two X accounts. 2, there's a big possibility that Nano and Mio are lovers. 3, there is a possibility that Mio is Nanoless's manager. However, there isn't information that concretely states that, but based on my interpretation and understanding, there's a chance that they are together, and manager-wise and lover-wise. And not only that, Mio might be the reason why Nanoless had to cancel Silvervale's model back in 2023. That's based on what I've seen so far. So that's what I have, but this is open discussion. I encourage you guys to give me your input, because clearly I don't know everything. I am not into this as much as some people, so if you guys could help me out by confirming some of these things, that'd be great. I'm not in Nanoless's Discord server, like I've said, but if someone could confirm those, I know someone in a previous video confirmed them, but if someone could reconfirm them again to show that, hey, I'm not trying to gaslight people, I'm trying to be transparent with my sources, that'd be great. So yeah, and with that being said, everything I use for the video will be in the description below. I encourage you guys to go to the source so that way you guys can come to your own independent conclusion.